You slept 8 hours, maybe 9. You wake up and the first thing you think is, I'm still tired. Not groggy, not sleepy, tired. The kind of tired that sleep doesn't fix. The kind that sits in your bones and follows you through the day like a shadow. And everyone keeps saying the same things. Drink more water, go to bed earlier, try melatonin. But none of it works because what you're dealing with isn't a sleep problem, it's a brain problem, a nervous system problem, and possibly a life problem. And nobody is going to explain it to you like I'm about to right now. First, let's kill a myth. Your brain does not rest when you sleep. It reorganizes. During sleep, especially during REM phases, your brain is consolidating memories, processing emotions from the day, running maintenance on neural pathways, and clearing metabolic waste through the glymphatic system. But here's the problem. If you went to bed carrying unresolved stress, unprocessed emotions, or chronic anxiety, your brain spends the entire night doing overtime. It's working harder during sleep than some people's brains work during the day. Think of it like this. Imagine you cleaned your house for 8 hours, but someone kept bringing in more trash. By morning, the house isn't clean, it's just differently messy. That's your brain on chronic stress. It sleeps for 8 hours but wakes up running a deficit because the emotional processing backlog never cleared. This is why therapy, journaling, or even a 10-minute brain dump before bed can improve sleep quality more than any supplement. You're not fixing your sleep, you're reducing the workload your brain carries into sleep. Now, let's go deeper. Beyond the brain, your entire autonomic nervous system might be the problem. Your nervous system has two main modes, sympathetic, fight or flight, and parasympathetic, rest and digest. In a healthy body, these two systems toggle smoothly. Stress activates the sympathetic. Safety activates the parasympathetic. But for people living in chronic stress, whether that's a demanding job, a toxic relationship, financial pressure, or unresolved trauma, the sympathetic system never fully turns off. Your body is in a constant state of low-grade emergency. You're not in full panic mode, but you're never in full rest mode either. You're stuck in the middle. Psychologists call this a functional freeze state. Your body is technically operating, but your nervous system is running on backup power. And when your nervous system is stuck in sympathetic dominance, sleep becomes a biological obligation rather than a recovery process. Your body lies down, but it never fully stands down. This is why some people wake up with a clenched jaw, tight shoulders, or the feeling that they ran a marathon in their sleep. Their body was literally bracing for danger all night long. But there's even a deeper layer to this fatigue, and it's the one that science only recently started talking about. It's not about your body or your brain, it's about your life. Every decision you make, what to eat, what to wear, how to respond to a text, which bill to pay first, costs mental energy. This is called decision fatigue. Research shows that the average person makes approximately 35,000 decisions per day. Most of them are unconscious, but they still consume glucose and deplete executive function. Now add the mental load, the invisible list of things you're tracking, planning, remembering, and anticipating. Doctor appointments, deadlines, social obligations, that email you need to send, the thing you said yesterday that might have been weird. This mental overhead runs constantly, like background apps draining your phone's battery. You don't see them, but they're always consuming energy. And here's the key. Your brain doesn't distinguish between physical tiredness and cognitive tiredness. They feel the same. So when you've made 3,000 micro-decisions before noon and carried a mental load equivalent to a project manager's task board, your brain signals tired even though your body did nothing. You're not tired because you did too much physically. You're tired because your brain did too much invisibly. And then there's the type of fatigue that nobody talks about because it doesn't look like anything from the outside. Emotional exhaustion. The tiredness that comes from suppressing how you really feel, from being fine when you're not, from performing stability when you're falling apart, from absorbing other people's emotions because you're the strong one, the reliable one, the one who holds it all together. Emotional labor is real work. It consumes real energy, and it doesn't come with a break room. People who carry emotional exhaustion often describe it as, I'm not sad, I'm not anxious, I'm just nothing, empty. That emptiness, it's not depression, though it can lead there, it's depletion. Your emotional battery didn't just run low, it ran out. And here's why it connects to sleep. You can't recover emotional energy through physical rest. Sleeping more won't fix it. Emotional energy is restored through emotional safety, feeling seen, feeling supported, feeling like you don't have to perform. If you don't have that in your life, no amount of sleep will make you feel rested, because the part of you that's tired isn't your body, it's the part of you that's been pretending to be okay. I'm going to say something that might feel uncomfortable but needs to be said. Sometimes the reason you're tired isn't your brain, your hormones, or your sleep schedule. Sometimes you're tired because the life you're living doesn't match the life you need. You're tired of a job that drains you. You're tired of relationships that take more than they give. You're tired of pretending that fine is good enough. You're tired of putting everyone else first and calling it love. That kind of tiredness doesn't respond to melatonin. It responds to honesty. It responds to change. It responds to finally admitting this isn't working. And I know change is scary. I know it's easier to take another supplement, adjust your sleep schedule, and convince yourself that you just need one more good night's rest. But if you've tried all of that and you're still waking up exhausted, the problem isn't how you sleep, it's how you live. And the bravest thing you can do isn't to keep going. It's to stop. Look at your life honestly and ask yourself, what is actually draining me? The answer is usually not what you expect, but it's always what you needed to hear. If you've watched this far, all the way through, I need you to know something. You didn't just watch a psychology video. You learned why your brain does strange things, and you finally understood why you're tired, really tired. None of that was easy, but you stayed, and that says something about you. If even one section of this video made you go, wait, that's me, drop a comment. Tell me which one. I read every single comment, and I promise you, you're not alone in whatever you felt. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time, because we do this every week. We go deep into the psychology of being human. No judgment, no fluff, just the truth about why you are the way you are. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of your mind. It's the only one you've got.